So we're going to look at some additional products here. This is the rainfall rates, and it really just puts into perspective, you're not just dealing with the wall of wind, you're dealing with some really gully washers here. Precipitation rates up to about 3 inches per hour as we have dew points today in the 60s. So there's a lot of moisture to work with in the atmosphere. And that is making for a very dangerous situation when you have the combination of blinding downpours and strong winds. We did get an update from the National Weather Service, and they continue the tornado warning until 12 o'clock noon for south central Montgomery County, east central Chester County, and northern Delaware County. They're also still referring to this squall line. That's what we've been trying to show you with the velocity product, the wall of wind. The squall line is capable of producing both tornadoes and extensive straight line wind damage. With the latest update that just came in, the worst of this is over Gradyville or near Westchester. This continues to move east at 35 miles per hour. So some of the locations: Gradyville, Cheney, Broomall, Paoli, Newtown Square, Trout Lake, Radnor Township, King of Prussia, Bryn Mawr, Lima, West Goshen, Malvern, the area of Devon and Berwyn, Upper Providence Township, Chesterbrook, and also Ardmore. And this includes the Pennsylvania Turnpike near mile marker 328, Interstate 76 between mile markers 327 and 329, and then Interstate 476 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 7 and 14. So you want to make sure that you're taking cover now as this continues to move its way through parts of Chester, Montgomery, and Delaware counties. That is the latest update from the National Weather Service. They've also issued a severe thunderstorm warning into parts of Newcastle County, Delaware, and then also parts of New Jersey, Camden, Gloucester, Salem County, and Philadelphia, also looking at the threat of some severe weather. So if we can, okay, what are we looking at? So we've got a little notch in the radar here where we are looking at the potential of that rotation that we've been looking at with a few different products. So what we could be seeing, not just the winds going toward and away from the radar, the area of Whitehorse could be dealing with that severe thunderstorm, again, capable of producing a tornado. So we cannot reiterate enough, you need to be in your safe location as this severe weather continues to move over parts of our region.
Brittany, it seems as quickly as it's moving in, it's also moving out.
Right, it's progressive. It's moving at 35 miles per hour. We're not seeing any particular cell sit over one area. It is moving, so that's why we keep trying to put these trackers on here so people can see where it's going. And here's our latest tracker. The time now is 11:47 Easttown. Hopefully by now you're in your basement or the most interior room of your property. 11:55 Radnor, 12:01 in Haverford, 12:06 in Marion, 12:07 in Upper Darby, and Glenside at 12:15. So those are some of the latest communities in that tornado warning or within that area where the severe thunderstorm is moving through. Now, most of our area is under a severe thunderstorm watch until 6 o'clock this evening. So we're not just dealing with the thunderstorms now. We still have several hours to go, again, with the threat of severe weather, damaging winds being our greatest threat, hail, and then there is that isolated tornado threat. And at this point, I'm still in the National Weather Service chat room. I'm not seeing any kind of chatter of visual confirmation. So that's always a good thing.
But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're in the clear.
We're not in the clear yet, but it's at least a good thing that hopefully you hope in this situation as we're on the air and providing these updates that, people aren't just staring outside their window right now. We do want you to be in your safe location. That's why we have the 6ABC app. If you have to step away from your computer, if you have to step away from your television, grab your smartphone, your tablet, and take it into the bathroom with you. Take it into that hallway closet. We're going to stay on the air until the tornado threat is no longer there. And at this point, the tornado warning is until 12 o'clock. So we'll be on the air with you here. Here's a few more safety tips where you want to stay from. The second story of a home. That's where typically the most damage occurs. And when you're looking at 60 to 70 mile per hour winds, that's the least sturdy part of the structure. So we talk about getting down into the lowest level of your home. That includes the lowest floor, an interior hallway, or a bathroom. You can see even in this picture, there's a circle there. That could even be something like your pantry. You want to get low and cover your head until the threat is no longer there. So we're going to pull back out our watches and warnings, or at this point just our warnings, and everywhere that you're seeing in orange is where we do have severe thunderstorm warnings. It's that red polygon until 12 o'clock that includes Chester, Montgomery, and Delaware County, where the National Weather Service has issued that tornado warning.
We do have some live pictures, Brittany, that we want to show of just this storm moving in.
Oh, wow.
So that's 202 right there.
Yeah.
So we're looking at East Whiteland Township. This is near the Foundry Way exit, which, you know, that's right by that Vanguard campus.
Right.
This is a highly traveled area. Folks are still driving through this. But you can see, at least from this point of view, how heavy the rain is with this. And as you said, if there were a tornado, you wouldn't see it. It would be rain wrapped.
Absolutely. I mean, we can see the headlights of the cars, and you can kind of just see the shadows of the vehicles that are going down there. So that's why I say, you know, this particular area is under the severe thunderstorm warning, I believe, but off the roads is the best place you can be. We're looking at rainfall rates over 3 inches per hour. So I talk about those heavy downpours, and then also the kind of wall of rain. And here you can see the ominous sky. I don't know if you guys have a location on this, but just
This is our Sky 6 camera.
okay. This is over where?
Chester.
Over Chester, okay. And Chester is one of the locations that were under the tornado warning. So Sky 6 Alive right now, looking over Chester, and you can just see that nasty looking sky as thunderstorms continue to rock through our area. You can see the radar view to the left opposed to what's on the right, what's going to be coming through. So again, it is a wall of wind and also rain, and a lot of lightning being detected too, Paul. I don't know if we can maybe put a counter on the lightning strikes. We talk about when thunder roars go indoors. We just had a story on the air just yesterday, I think it was, in New Jersey, a man that was struck by lightning. Luckily, he was able to walk away from that situation alive, but every year there are fatalities from lightning, and you don't have to be within a thunderstorm for lightning to strike you. They can travel miles away, and in this particular box that we've highlighted, Paul, this is 15 minutes. Over the last 15 minutes, there have been 116 lightning strikes in that red box that we've highlighted for you. So that's Montgomery County, Chester County, moving into Delaware County, also Newcastle County, Salem County, New Jersey. A tremendous amount of lightning is being associated with these thunderstorms, and they continue to move their way.
Brittany, for context, though, when you say 116 lightning strikes within 15 minutes, is that normal? Is that above average? Is that below average for this type of inclement weather?
You know, there's not really a number to quantify what's average, but I will say it's 11:53 in the morning. A lot of times when we get thunderstorms like this, you're in the peak heating of the day, the middle of the afternoon, or the evening. You know, it's typical to have that kind of activity later on in the day, but it's still early on in the day. So these storms are rocking and rolling pretty early on here. So the time now is 11:53. We've put on a couple more communities here.
And I'm getting reports in West Whiteland Township that a tree came down. An officer just reached out to me, so that goes to show that these winds, they are strong enough to bring down trees. I'm asking for an actual location on that. But
okay, yeah, and you know, we've had reports this year of you know, I think it was back in our last outbreak a tree hit a car that somebody was in and they died. So that's another reason why we mentioned how a vehicle is not a good place to be in, not just for the glass that could blow in, but also you don't know what could be falling around you. So there's the latest update with the communities in the path of this squall line that's moving east. 1156 Radnor, 1157 Chester, 1203 Upper Darby, 1210 East Greenwich, 1213 Philadelphia, and 1217 Camden. We just got an update from the National Weather Service about the tornado warning, and they might be expiring it. So they're going to allow it to expire at noon Eastern time. So we will likely stay on the air until noon just to make sure we're in the clear with that. And the storm that prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits, and there no longer appears to be a storm capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail and gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm.